cost price is given. This is $88,000. I do not know whether it's visible or not, but I'm just telling you the value. This is 88,000. Cost price is given and selling price is not there. Profit or loss I do not know. And then in the last column they are saying I have made a profit of 4%. So that certainly means that if I have made a profit of 4%, then definitely I have made a profit here. Okay. So this is profit that I have to find out, and this definitely is the selling price that I have to calculate. In this case, the first thing that we have to decide, what can I find out first? Can I find out selling price, or can I find out profit or loss with the amount of information that I have available? The first thing here that I have available is cost price, and the other thing is profit percentage. With this information, what can be calculated first? Look for an appropriate formula, look for the kind of data that we have available. Part C, cost price is $88,000 and profit percentage is, I'm just writing P percentage, that means profit percentage, and that is 4%. So the missing quantities are selling price is an unknown, and what else? This has to be certainly profit. Profit is also unknown. How do I know it's profit? Because I have a profit percentage, so this definitely is profit. So you will have to decide which formula to use, which values can help you find out what first of all. Can I find out selling price with this formula? This formula includes selling price, but this formula will only work when you have to find out selling price. So selling price is not there. Okay, this is something that we have to find out. Let me put a question mark over here. This is a question mark. Okay, this is something that I have to find out. The other two things must be known. Do I know the profit? No, I don't know. This is not there. So there are two unknowns. This has to be found out, and this is not there. So this formula is not going to work. Should I even consider this one? I am not going to consider this one because this is the case of profit. I am not going to use this formula. So the other option, which is also not there, loss, cannot be used. This is out of the picture. This is also out of the picture. The only option remaining is this. I can use profit percentage formula to find out the selling price first. Okay. So am I going to use this formula to find out selling price? I am not going to use this formula to find the selling price because this formula does not include selling price here. So I may be using this formula. Profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price upon cost price multiplied by 100. This formula might help to find out selling price. Let's check. Selling price is the unknown. That is something that we have to find out. Okay? So rest of the things should be available. Do I have profit percentage? Yes, I have. Do I have cost price? Yes, I have. 100 is definitely a number. So this is the formula which I am going to use to calculate the value of selling price. So I'll use this formula, find out the value of the selling price and the selling price. Once the selling price is there, then definitely I can find out profit. Okay, this is the first way of doing it. First of all, I calculated the selling price with the help of this formula. Once the selling price was there, then I can find out profit using this formula. First thing. Second option that I could have used, I am not going to find out selling price first. I am going to do it in a different way. Okay. The other option that can also be opted by most of you is this. This formula is out of picture. This is again out of picture. And this is definitely out of picture. Okay. This is one formula that can be used. Either this or this. If I use this formula, then I was able to find selling price first. If for instance I am using this formula, so in this formula what are the things that I have to find out? Profit is one of the main unknowns, so I'll put a question mark over here. Profit is an unknown. Is profit percentage there? Yes. Is cost price there? Yes. These two things are there. If I use this formula, then I can find out profit, and once I have the profit, then I can find out selling price using this formula again. So these could be two different ways of doing the same question. Earlier I found out selling price first and then I found out profit. and in the second case I told you, you can also go for profit first and then you can find out the selling price. Hopefully you'll be able to do this one as well on the instructions that I have provided. I am not going to solve this one. I am going to discuss part D. In part D, what are the things available? Cost price is given, this is $5,680. Selling price is not there. Profit or loss, that you have to see. Loss of 22.50%. Since the percentage of loss is given, then definitely this is the loss that we have to find out. This case is almost identical as that of part C. Now you only have to figure out what are the options that might work and what are the options that might not work. Okay. First thing, this formula is definitely not going to work because it's loss that it has to be found out, selling price is to be found out. So this formula is out of option and this formula is also out of option. The only two options are this and this. Can I use this formula to find out the selling price? This formula is only going to work to find out selling price when you have the cost price and when you have the loss. So do I have both the things right now? I do not have loss. I have to find out selling price. The only available thing is cost price. So right now this formula is not working. So the only option available is now this percentage, loss percentage. Can I use this formula with the kind of information that I have available, and if I use this formula, what is the unknown that I will be able to find out? For instance, loss percentage is given. Loss percentage is how much? 22.5%. This is known. Then what is the other thing? Loss. Loss is an unknown that we have to find out. Let's put a question mark here. And then the cost price. Is cost price there? Yes, the cost price is also there. So if I use this formula first, I will be able to find out loss because the rest of the things are available. I have loss, and once I have loss, then I can find out the selling price with the help of this formula then afterwards. Or maybe if any one of you decides to use this formula first, let's check what are the things that we have available. We have loss, which is known. We have cost price. Cost price is also known. The only unknown is selling price. So if you choose this formula to use first, so from this formula you will be able to find out selling price before the loss. You will be able to find out selling price in this case first, and then you might be able to find out loss. If you want, you can still go back to this formula, but obviously that will be a longer procedure as compared to this one. After you have found out selling price here, you can then find out loss. So again, these are two options that we have available. You can perform the calculations on the instructions that I have provided, and you can get part C and part D done. So part E and part F, again identical parts. I am discussing part E right now. In part E, the information that we have available that says I have to find out cost price. Cost price is not there. This may be loss or maybe profit. I have to see. This is the selling price that I have available. Profit percentage is given, so this definitely is profit. And in the same time, I can also discuss this. In this case, selling price is there. This is cost price, which is not there, and this is definitely going to be. This is the loss percentage given, so this is loss. Anyways, first let's discuss part E. In part E, the information says cost price is missing, selling price is there, selling price is $28.14, and profit percentage is also there. Profit percentage says 17.1/4%. The missing quantities are cost price is not there and profit or loss. What is that? That is profit that is not there. Okay. If you want, you may convert it into a decimal form. This will be 17.25%. If it makes things easier for you to calculate, or if you want to continue with the extraction, you may do so. Anyways, what is the first thing that you can find out? Look at the information that you have available. Profit, cost price, profit percentage, and selling price. So first of all, take out the options that are not going to work at all. This is one option that will not work. This is the other option that will obviously not work. So we can either use profit or profit percentage formula to find out the unknown. First unknown is cost price. Can I use this formula? I can use this formula to find out cost price. No, I cannot. I do not have profit available here. So this formula is not working at all. This is now the only option which is available. Profit percentage either this or profit percentage either with this. Okay, can I use this formula? This formula can be used to find out profit percentage when I have profit or cost price available, or I can maybe calculate cost price when profit and profit percentage is there. I can find out profit with the help of this formula when I have profit percentage and cost percentage all are there. So out of these three variables, any two should be known and the one unknown has to be there only. So if you look at this formula, what are the known quantities? Is profit percentage there? Yes, profit percentage is definitely there. But is profit and cost price, are they there? No, profit is not there, cost price is also not there. So this formula right now is not working. The only option is going to be this. Profit percentage, is profit percentage there? Yes, profit percentage is definitely there. Selling price, is selling price given? Yes, selling price is also given. The only unknown is cost price. That might be written at two places, but that is the single unknown. So with the help of this formula, I can find out the cost price. You will use this formula, find out the cost price. Once the cost price is there, once you have found out cost price, after that you will try and find out profit. For profit, you can now go to this formula and use to find out profit, but in this case profit percentage is there, profit is unknown, cost price is now known. This formula can now start working, but I would suggest that it will take longer to calculate profit with this formula after you have calculated cost price from here. So after you have calculated cost price from here, do not switch to this formula for the calculation of profit. Instead use this. This will make things much easier for you to calculate profit because you have the selling price from the beginning and now you also have the cost price. So I really hope that these instructions will help you solve this question and the cases like this. Whatever question you get, you might not get questions like this where the data is already given. It might be a word problem, but from that word problem, try to take out the information in the mathematical form just the way I have done it, and then try and solve it. I am leaving you with part F on your own. Try and crack the question yourself and try to solve it. Hopefully you will be able to solve all of them yourself on the instructions that I have provided. If there is any problem in this question, which I really hope won't be, but even then if there is any problem, do let me know. I'll try to address your problems as early as I can. Thank you so much.